Gold Squad TV. We back, bitches. All right, man. So NBA reporting investigation against the Clippers. It's more specifically Jerry West, possible tampering due to the whole Kawhi Leonard situation back last free agency, the year prior to this year coming up, last year. Um, Listen, man. I think it's kind of messed up that Jerry West is gonna get pretty much probably get ostracized for something he's probably been doing since beginning of his tenure as a GM at the Lakers. I don't know how you guys thought he got Shaq and Kobe. I don't know how you guys think that how he got Kevin Durant in Golden State when he was there helping them as a consultant. I don't know how you guys think that he got Kawhi, but he's done this forever. I don't think he should get penalized for it. I think what's happening and why he's getting penalized is because of Kawhi's reputation. Kawhi's reputation right now is taking a huge hit. After last season's collapse, he's been criticized for his lack of leadership and how indifferent he's been. And if you hear all the reports that his Uncle Dennis has been making, these demands his Uncle Dennis made towards Toronto, which made Toronto not even think about resigning him even though, he was probably going to leave anyway, but the demands he made were insane. And then, the demands he's making towards, he made towards Jerry West to go and get these things done. He's not getting held accountable for his lack of leadership when it comes to galvanizing the troops, as Mr. A. Smith has to say. That said, I've been feeling kind of funny about Kawhi since the San Antonio days. That year that he went out, he just refused to play that year. Apparently, the year after he had the injury in the playoffs, he refused to play pretty much. When he played 9 games, he refused to pretty much play. Pretty much quit on the team. People forget that he quit on the team. Sit there and say his injuries all you want. He quit on that team. He didn't want to play under Pop's system. His Uncle Dennis didn't want him playing in San Antonio because it was a low market. And he wanted to go back home. He got traded, so it was a detour in Toronto. Won a title there. He eat in Toronto for the rest of his life. He's never going to have to worry about anything. And now he's with the Clippers, and you're seeing his lack of leadership and his Uncle Dennis behind the scenes really starting to show its ugly head. As a matter of fact, I don't know why Paul George signed that extension, because I think Kawhi is out of there after this year. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up with the Lakers. It would not surprise me one bit if he ends up with Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and the Lakers. Just because he's that type of dude. His track record tells you he's the type of guy that's going to demand things. He's going to want things. His Uncle Dennis is going to basically, want certain things. And he's going to act quiet and pretty much like his quiet self behind the scenes. But he's just, I don't know. I hate that. I don't want to label him a snake or anything, but it kind of gives me this vibe that even though although he might not show it, and the dude drives the same truck he's been driving since he got in the league and shit, he just strikes me as a dude that is allowing his uncle really to kind of like mess his reputation on. It's really showing. He's starting to look like Barry Bonds, man. Except the only difference with Bonds is that Bonds hated the media. He's kind of more like Kyrie Irving in the sense where he hated the media, but he's extremely talented. But if you hear the reports about Barry Bonds, is that Barry Bonds, when he was in San Francisco, used to get treated much how James Harden got treated in a sense too. It's like he got special treatment. Most stars do, but he was taking advantage of the special treatment at the detriment of his teammates. And, having his own locker room, having his own locker room, his own TV, his own couch, all these things, these reports that I used to hear about Bonds. And, a lot of the demands that Uncle Dennis made for Kawhi before becoming a Clipper were like really demands that really were like insurmountable demands. So it makes me kind of wonder what kind of influence his family has. Way too much influence on him. I don't know if it's so much that he's a snake or if it's just a family, to be honest with you. Either way, we'll never really know. All I know is that Jerry West is about to take an L, and the Clipper organization about to take another huge L. Because if he gets caught in this tampering, you already know draft picks are going to be taken away. They already don't have draft picks. They're going to be even more fucked once this. They need this experiment to work. It amazes me how they didn't try to sign Rondo in the offseason for point guard. I think that's the only thing they were missing was a legit point guard. I don't know why they didn't try to re-sign. They didn't try to sign Rondo. You know what I mean? I don't get it. They're probably gonna have to trade for him because he's not gonna play much in Atlanta. I don't know why he's even there. He signed a 2-year deal with Atlanta. I have no clue why he's in Atlanta. I have a feeling he's going to end up back in LA, but he's going to be with the Clippers in some way, shape, or form. And it's going to be as their point guard in a trade halfway through this season. They need this to work. That said, what do you guys think in the comment section down below? Leave your comments. Is Kawhi's reputation taking a huge hit after that collapse last year? And what's going on? Do you think Jerry West deserves to take the L on this one? Gold Squad TV, back later on. Peace.